I cheated on him for months and left him for another man. All because I couldn't wait for his plan to come into fruition. And now that he is successful, I regret what I did. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. Sometimes, the green you see is actually the sewage kicking up in the distance. I met my ex-husband, Dave, 6 years ago in college. We were both 22, and to say the sparks flew immediately would be an understatement. Within 2 years of dating, he asked me to marry him, and I said yes. Dave is a smart, funny, and extremely creative man. He majored in digital animation and aspired to be, in his own words, the digital Walt Disney. He had a way of explaining the worlds he created and the characters in his mind with such detail that it left you in wonder. His singular focus was to find work in his profession after we graduated. But getting into show business, especially animation, is incredibly challenging, a reality we would come to know soon in our married life. We uprooted from our home state of Washington and moved south to California to be closer to Hollywood. I studied education and became a school teacher, while he took on odd jobs and freelance animation projects, trying to get his foot in the door with any of the big animation studios. For the first couple of years, I accepted that this was just how it would be as he tried to break into the industry. But over time, my optimism turned to pessimism. Los Angeles is not cheap, and getting by on a teacher's salary and what he made from the few gigs he got wasn't sustainable long term. I started to grow impatient with his lack of progress. My impatience eventually turned into resentment, affecting every part of our marriage. For 3 years, it continued like this. Just when it looked like he might catch his big break, nothing would happen. Yet, he'd plead with me to stick with him, insisting that his hard work would eventually pay off. I could see all of our bills piling up, and we were barely managing to keep them at bay. During this stretch, our relationship started to deteriorate. And when I say fall off, I mean it tumbled into what felt like a bottomless chasm. Dave's dream was becoming my nightmare, and I just couldn't stand being around him at times. Every waking moment, he'd be working on what I referred to as his stupid projects. Yes, we went on dates and met up with friends, but his failure to launch a successful animation career was taking a toll on me.